Good morning, faithful. It is me, Captain Niner, here again with you with another Captain's Reaction videos. This time we're going over the loss to the Detroit Lions, 40-34. What a way to just end this season, at least for the home games this year. A game I thought was more competitive than a lot of us thought we were going to be. Definitely was not the complete blowout. We hung with them for a while. Obviously, some injuries and stuff with like that. But yeah, otherwise, let's just get into this one. It's kind of a long one. I think this one's almost like 18 minutes long. Again, for the NFL, please do not strike this. We're just a small channel. We're doing our thing here. We are using the fair use rightage with YouTube and the footage. So please do not strike this, NFL. All right, so let's get into this. Like I said, I really thought we actually didn't play that badly, especially at the beginning. The offensive line was barely put together. Look at nice throw by Brock over the middle to Conley. As a Brock, for the most part, obviously the two interceptions, but other than those two interceptions, didn't play bad. It was great in the first half. Where has this play design been, stuff like this been all year long? Come on now. You can't tell me, Kyle, you have not had this in your bag all season. Why are we just now pulling out stuff like this? I love this play design. Look at that. Great blocking. Look at Juice down there. Everybody else out in front. Great blocking, great play design. You know we've got more of this over the middle was open. Nice by George Kittle. Congrats to George Kittle for going over 1,000 yards receiving for the year. And what's this? Another play design. Again, where has this been? We have not seen any of this kind of. Look at this little sprint left. What the hell? Again, Kyle, dig into your playbook more often, my man. Because this shit looks good. Great catch by Ricky Pearsall. Pearsall having a good day, I thought, last night. Overall. Maybe what you would consider the breakout game for Ricky Pearsall. But again, like I said, good to see him getting in there. I don't know why in a highlight video they feel the need to show this 19 times. But I guess we're going to watch it that many times. It's like they went out with a deliberate plan to get him the ball. Jahmyr Gibbs just destroyed us all night long. Certain times we just don't know how to tackle. I don't know what it is. These holes, my big ass could run through. You know, a missed tackle there. Right up the middle. And he fights for 2 or 3 more. And this game, look, you see the little pushing there? This game got chippy at times. Now, I will say this about the Lions. The Lions have no issues with play designs or anything like that. They bring everything and anything out of their playbook. Ben Johnson does an amazing job with coming up with play designs and all that kind of stuff. Like, I love the part. That's the one thing we didn't do on ours was we didn't put the man in motion and then we bring him right back. Williams also had a pretty big day for them. Oh, another story I know, probably the second biggest story. Oh, not this one. Blocked field goal. I was going to say, because I forgot about the blocked field goal. It's been so long since I watched it since last night. The field goals for us last night. Just Jake Moody in it. Brock up in the pocket, laying it down. The great catch. The one-handed catch by Pearsall. If there was one thing he did in college that was amazing, it was his ability to catch. Just nicely done there, Pearsall. Good game, Rook. Definitely a good game from the rookie. Look, a running play that we basically ignored after the first quarter. So again, this guy, for the most part, we didn't do any running. I even like this play design. Look, see, why don't we do more of this? A deep on the backfield. Obviously, 99 out of 100 times, we're just going to pitch it to Debo. Not what I sounded like I said. Pitch it to Debo. He's going to go over here, and it's actually not terrible blocking. It's Juice probably would have had this guy. So we got to build over here. But again, we're actually just bringing Kittle across the middle, and I like that. And of course, Kittle running like is the best description I saw of how Kittle runs I saw last night on somewhere said he runs like a drunk rhinoceros. And then this. Whoop. This one we've seen a few more times. Juice getting in there. Nicely done, Juice. Nick Zakel running up there. Like I said, overall, I thought Nick Zakel made a fine time playing over on guard. Hell, I'm even good enough to say let's not see Garen Banks and let Nick Zakel keep going as the guard going forward. Obviously, replace the center and Jake Brindle. Yeah, like I said, overall not bad by both Pleasance and Heck, who share time over that left tackle position. And again, we're watching this 19 times for just reasons. All right, time to watch the Lions carve us up some more. Gibbs up the middle, just boom. Bad tackling, bad holes. I'm hoping that in the draft, I want the biggest bodied, the strongest person we can up the little hook and ladder. What is this shit? I can't even get mad at this. It's such a fucking pretty ass play. Again, the Lions have no shame. They will play or they will pull anything and everything out of their playbook. A little bit too far. But the old hook and ladder by them, like I said, they know exactly what they're doing. Good downfield blocking by them, and we just got caught on that one. There's nothing we can do about that. Gotta say one thing about watching the Lions. They're a fun team to watch play football. Let's see who gets caught. See, no one's really out of place either. It's just you don't expect it. And that's when this shit works. You pull this stuff out when people least expect it, and yeah. But anyways, back to myself. I want the biggest, baddest defensive lineman we can find out of the draft next year. I think Evan Anderson's going to continue to mature, but I just still want someone else to go with him going forward. Isaac Garendo has few carries after the first quarter. Where did this running game? The running game was fine. Why do we go away from it, as we always do? Nice play by Purdy. If Purdy able to hit him in stride, he probably goes in for the touchdown. Obviously, Purdy not known for the strongest of arms, and obviously other issues with his elbow later in the game. And then look at this. Whoop! At some point in the NFL, in the future, NFL players will stop falling for this. He's obviously not going to throw here. Just at some point, they'll realize that the quarterback is past the line of scrimmage, and they'll stop. But it's such a natural thing to do. And at this point, we were in this game with them. You couldn't tell me up to this point you did not feel good about this game. Look at the pass protection for the most part. Not terrible. He's got some lanes in there, and he decides to just take it in himself. Brock, for the most part, I shouldn't say for the most part, in the first quarter, absolutely perfect. Literally had a perfect quarterback rating. 2 touchdowns thrown, another one run in. And, of course, these guys are going to keep scoring. I don't know where – it's weird because I don't think the backs play terribly well. Or terribly bad, I should say. Look at this. Isaac Garendo. We keep saying we want to see more catches come out of the backfield with these guys because there's going to be more CMC-ish. Well, use the guy that used to play wide receiver. 2 back-to-back good plays throwing the ball to Garendo. Again, I know we like Jordan Mason, and I love Jordan Mason. He's definitely a ground and pound type guy. Isaac Garendo, the more time he gets in this offense, seems to be the more natural fit for this offense as the apparent to CMC. George Kittle being the drunk rhinoceros that he always is. And here's where it starts to go haywire. There's more of that, by the way, in case anybody didn't watch it. All right, Lions get the ball to start the second half. Nice layered play. I can't even get mad at that ball. It's just a perfectly layered ball at that point. Look, he's on him. The timing, everything. Just these guys are that good right now. This team reminds me of watching the Niners from last year. They're offensively, they just don't stop, and they go from so many different angles. I said, with a team like this, the only thing you can do, you hope to do, is keep up with them in points. And for the most part, we did keep up with them in the points. Excuse me. We'll say Isaac got him, not his best day. There's somebody you can't let get wide open. It's too easy for a 2-point conversion on that one. Again, it's third quarter, a little more than halfway to go. We are still in this game tied up. We're hanging with arguably the best team in the NFC. So, yeah, we got this. Just, again, another great play. Play design, good throw, good catch by both of these guys. Like fake out to Garendo. Garendo gets a little edge on the guy. Over the middle, open Ricky Pearsall. This is what we have been looking for all season from Pearsall. Hopefully we get to see much more of it come next season. Drunk Rhino. Just, you know why I'm replaying this one? Because, again, like I've been saying for the last 6 weeks, I've just come to the determination George Kittle is the best tight end in the history of the NFL, period. Not anything. There's no one else better than him. Don't give me Travis Kelce, Gronk, anything. He is better than all of them combined. Just a simple Debo sweep. In for the touchdown. Again, so at 7:40, we are in the third quarter. The Niners have taken the lead to beating the Detroit Lions, the number 1 seed in the NFC right now. When this stuff works, it works. By the way, that's with the patchwork at best offensive line. A guy that's been in the building for less than a week, sharing time with a guy that's been there for about 2 weeks. Like stuff like that should not happen. Fred, why are you getting juked out of your socks there, buddy? Just bad coverage overall. We didn't have a lot of these coverage issues when we had Steve Wilkes, did we? There's Bosa showing up. At this point, with a sack like that from Bosa, I thought maybe we are onto something here. Yeah, we still got a whole quarter left, and their kicker can make field goals, unlike Jake Moody. But I thought after that Bosa sack, I really thought we were going to get something out of this game. Just overthrown by – no reason for that ball to be overthrown by Purdy. None at all. To be fair, at this point in the game, why are we not just running the ball? I do not know why we have Okwonu out there covering that guy out there. It makes no sense. How does he get wide open in the middle of the field like that? Just again, things like that just make no sense. I'm on St. Brown. Y'all realize he's one of, if not the, or one, I wouldn't say the, because it's probably Justin Jefferson, but he is one of the best receivers in the NFL. Why is he wide the fuck open like that? Nobody is covering the man. Absolutely shit coverage by those guys right there. I don't know what was going on right there, but damn. Come on, Green. I'm not going to lie, Green, I'm still going to be singing your praises. And hopefully going into next year, you just continue to mature. But that was a bad one. There's our drunk Rhino. And even up until this point in this game, I still thought we were going to win this game. But the way we were playing and this and that, just everything seemed to be going too well. George Kittle, the best tight end in the history of the NFL, once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's funny because Juwan has made that play so many times this year. I was quite surprised he does not make this. And here comes. I'm going to say this right now with this one. Why are you sending a kicker out there to kick a 58-yard field goal, which is not a chip shot? A 58-yard field goal is a long field goal. You know he's having issues, Kyle. Mentally, Jake Moody is broke as a kicker. We know this. Right now, he is broke. You are doing him a disservice in general by continuing to put him back out there over and over and over to make kicks you know he's going to miss. Why not just go for it? They actually got better uh, field position because on the field goals, you obviously get the ball where the ball is kicked, not where it's snapped. So you missed the snap, you missed a field goal that at the most he had maybe a 30% chance to make at most, and you gave them fucking better field position. It makes no difference. Just go for it, Kyle. I understand it. That that would have tied the game. That's great now, especially with 13:30 left in the fourth quarter. But come on. It's abuse to keep putting Moody back out there. All you're doing is making him more fucked up in the head. And if he was ever to get another chance to come out of it, continuing to put him out there just puts him in a deeper hole and makes it more likely that he'll never get out of such the funk that he's in. Granted, I'm done with Moody. Nothing personal, but look, man, you can't kick. You obviously have got something going on. But putting him out there over and over and over like that only makes the chance of him ever figuring his shit out harder to do. I'll get off my fucking bucket and I'll just, that's my rant on that one. Jesus, come on, Kyle. You gotta fucking read the room once in a while. And as usual, this Lions team just continues to move the ball with ease at times, literal with ease, getting chunk plays over and over and over. I did think that play was kind of funny because the way he just sat down, almost like he was scared to get it. Obviously, I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. But still, just the way that play played out, it's like he's like, "Ooh, I'm not kicking that." All right, Brock going back. What can Brock do? He's going to throw it to Ricky Pearsall again. Looking forward to seeing that duo going into next season. Ricky, again, it's like they made a deliberate. Is this what an offensive plan looks like when you make an offensive plan to basically go to Pearsall over and over and over? Even that was a terrible, terrible read. Again, going to Pearsall again. Should have never thrown it. But like I said, if that was the purpose to get Pearsall involved in this play, great. Do it more. And if you have more weapons out on offense, a better offensive line, I'd love to see how much better that game plan would look. It's like we should have been doing this all year instead of waiting till the last few years or the last few games of the season. And of course, at this point, this just sealed the game right there. We won't talk about that obvious hold right there. But hey, sometimes those things just don't go your way. Pretty sure this isn't going to show the Brock injury. Brock was driving these guys down the field. I mean, granted, it was a 2-score game, but still, maybe we could have pulled something out. Juwan, you should have just went out in that one, buddy. Juwan, by the way, with his two, as we used to say when a bunch of us play NHL hockey, 2 minutes for being a man. All he did was keep blocking that man to the whistle blew. Absolutely nothing wrong with what he did. Obviously, at this point, you see that Josh Dobbs, the Pastronaut, is in. Brock Purdy was hurt, the elbow. From what I understand, they did UCL test. I didn't know you could necessarily do that, either on the sideline or in the locker room after the game. Brock said there's nothing wrong with the UCL. Again, and he said it felt like it was on fire. Kyle said something about it was numb, so who knows who you want to actually believe when it comes to like that. We know Kyle's a good liar when it comes to that kind of stuff. Obviously, we will get some MRIs done today, and then we'll get more better understanding of actually what's wrong. But this goes back to the fact of why were we even playing Brock today? Honestly, the offensive line held up so much better than we all thought it would in general, but it's a risk. And possibly, depending on what comes out of this MRI later on today, maybe it wasn't worth the risk. But like I said, Josh Dobbs is in there. I've already seen people saying that we should go ahead and just get rid of Brock for next year and start Dobbs and all that. And look, I love Joshua Dobbs. I love the passion. I love the story. I love everything about him is a great story. But let's pump the brakes. There's a reason why he is a journeyman backup quarterback for about 3/4 of the league. It feels like at this point, and that's not necessarily a knock on him. Some people just aren't meant to be starting quarterbacks, overall. And obviously, you can see him scrambling in there for the touchdown to bring it to 35-40. Maybe a small chance of us winning at that point, but still, Josh Dobbs is not going to be our starting quarterback. It's going to be Brock. It'll be interesting to see especially depending on how this elbow injury looks, how it's going to look going forward. But let's not get carried away. He had one good drive for the most part. And that's it. That's kind of what he does with most teams he goes for us. He'll play well for us for a game or two. And there's like I said, at this point with Moody, he's spent. He's done. There's literally nothing else we can do with Moody. It's a broken record at this point. It's done. It's over with. We're just beating ourselves over and over trying to make that work. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for going along with me with the highlight video reaction for this week against the Lions. We got one more to go next week. We're still going to finish out the season with these. Don't forget, later on this afternoon, me and TJ will be live on Niner Faithful Radio as we break down the game a little bit more in detail and see if any more information about injuries or just anything in general come out with the 49ers. We'll be able to talk about that this afternoon. All right, everybody. Pop Tail Level. One love, faithful.